Okay then. So, third person voted out of All Stars. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, not so good. I wanted to do a lot better, but it happens.
So, where do you think it all went wrong for you?
Oh, I don't know. It was not one big thing, it was a lot of little things. And I'm so surprised that it was 10 to 1. I did not think that that would be the case.
That's unfortunate. So, a lot of the issues your house guests seem to have with you seem to be about you and Robin, being inconsistent with stories or lying or whatever the case is. Like, what are your thoughts on how that all went down? Like, do you feel like you could have handled that better or?
Um, yeah, no, I think so. Yeah, lying to Vlyn was probably a bad decision because that's what got me nominated in the first place. But I really thought that I had, like bonds with some of the house guests who would keep me here, but apparently that wasn't the case.
From the start, you seem to naturally gravitate towards the Ryan Amelia side of the house as opposed to working with people like Vlyn or Gly or people from your season or whatnot. So, like, why do you think you gravitated more to that side?
Yeah, I don't know. I just really like Ryan and Amelia, like, as people. Like, they're a lot of fun to talk to. And then we built that alliance and started really just telling each other everything. And then after we kind of started with that, we just, couldn't really stop. And I don't know. I think they're fantastic. I really like them. I think that's why. I don't know. And also, they had never seen me play before, uh, but I had like heard of them before I came out here. I don't know.
It was definitely a season of several duos, and as of now, like every person voted out has been like a part of some duo. Do you feel like having Robin in the game ultimately hurts you?
Yeah, yeah, no, it definitely did. I've said that before that I don't know, I love playing with him, but having him in the game, like people do see us as a duo. And then also, there was something with him and Delara and Ryan that was kind of a misunderstanding. And I know that he was like trying his like very best to get me to stay, which I appreciate so much because I don't know, he's somebody who I have in the house who I know that I can trust and like that means so much in a game like this, but ultimately like it might have been what cost me.
Okay. So how do you feel like he'll do without you? Do you think he can do well or?
I think he'll be all right. Yeah. No, I'm I feel really bad for leaving him as the only vote um to keep me because it's not a good position to be in, but I know that Ryan and Amelia and like Axel and Celeste and stuff will look out for him and I think that me not being there it'll kind of take a lot of that target off of him because nobody's going to think to evict somebody who like just lost their duo partner. Like they're just going to think that he has nobody, and I think he'll be fine for at least a couple of cycles.
Okay. So with this season, it was kind of interesting to see because it felt somewhat opposite of how you two handled yourselves in your previous season. Because I feel like in BBD3, it was the entire house against you two, and you two had to play from the ground and like work your way up. And
Hmm.
this season, you kind of started on top. So, like, how do you feel like that played into how things panned out?
uh, yeah, that's really interesting. I don't know. I honestly think that I function better, kind of from the ground up. Uh, and I thought that I would. I don't know. I was having like actually a kind of a lot of fun, like trying to campaign to everybody to stay. But I don't know. I hoped it would have gone a little bit better, like it did in BBD3. But yeah, I'm sorry. Elaborate.
No issue. Okay. So, who most surprises you about like who didn't keep you? Like, who most surprises you about that?
Oh, probably. I don't know. Wait, can you tell me who did keep me? Do I already know? It was Robin, huh?
Ben, yeah.
Yeah. I know. Um, I don't know, I really thought that I had Celeste and Larry because, I don't know, Robin really trusted Celeste, and I asked him so many times, like, "I haven't talked to her. Are you sure she's with us? Are you 100% sure?" And each time he was like, "Yes, yes, she's with us. We're fine." Um, but apparently she wasn't. And then the situation with Larry was that I had been the one to talk to him, and he was so convincing and so adamant about like, yeah, let me talk to people, let me campaign for you, let me try to help. Um, so
Larry
that
isn't
that
active.
kind
He
of
wasn't doing
surprised
none of
me.
that.
Yeah, well, he told me he was, and I believed him. Yeah.
Oh,
Who else?
speaking of inactives, oh, continue.
Yeah, go
No, I was just gonna say, speaking of
go on.
inactives, like, who do you feel like isn't really playing a good game at the moment?
What?
So speaking of actives, who do you feel like isn't really playing a good game at the moment?
Who isn't playing a good game? Um, Probably Joey. I don't know. I feel like he is inactive. I don't think that he has a whole lot of connections, and it kind of seems like he's attached himself to Ryan and Amelia. And I tried to let him know that, like, I think these people are just using you as a number. And I tried to let him know that, like, if he kept me around, that I would have his back. But we had just not talked before then. I don't know really if he had talked with anybody before that, but that yeah, that didn't go so well.
Okay, and then on the flip side, who do you think is playing the best games at the moment?
Hmm. Let's see. I think that Celeste is playing really well. She's like kind of staying out of, any sort of drama, and I know that like she has people like Robin in her corner. And then also actually Sex is playing a really good game. I don't know. I'm not particularly happy with her right now, but she is playing really well because she's like a huge threat. And I feel like people are kind of like letting that slip just the same as they did last season. So I think that
Okay.
they both have a really good shot.
Stand female snapping, yes.
Yeah.
In your season, it was a lot of talk of how it was only 13 people, it was a very small season. Some of them
Mhm.
weren't even that active. So it was a pretty small cast. Like, so how do you feel like that was different for you to adapt to playing with just a select few people as opposed to like now you have a whole entire house? Like, wait,
Well, it was difficult to adjust to at first. I felt like I was doing kind of a lot of talking for like the same amount because there were so many more people. Uh, but ultimately, I don't know. I mean, it was more opportunities to try to connect with people, which I thought was cool because I like people. And then also, I don't know. I mean, it was definitely more difficult because even more importantly than like it being a big cast was that it's a really good cast. Like these people earn their spot and not just through an application. Like they had to all prove themselves as players. So, I don't know, coming back to competing with 15 like all-stars was really difficult. Yeah. I thought I could play with them, but here I am like pre-jury, so I don't know.
um, just work out that way. So you feel like there was potentially more you could have done to keep yourself safe? Like, do you think there was a way, like maybe you could have got Robin on the block instead of you? Or
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much the specs saw or whatever, but I tried really hard with Lynn, and I feel like I kind of told him like everything that he wanted to hear and even more. And I don't know. I mean, obviously I didn't sell it particularly well or I wouldn't have gone on the block, but I just don't know really what else I could have done to prevent myself from going up. Like I know that sounds bad. I don't know. I wouldn't want Robin on the block in my place for one thing. But yeah, even if that was possible, like he and Ryan and like Amelia and all these people were like I had people in my corner who were trying to prevent me from going up, and I don't know, it just felt like when I was talking to Vlyn, like, that he had already made up his mind before we had even started having a conversation. Like, he was listening to me, but he wasn't really, like, listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he his mind
Definitely.
was already made up. I was never not going to go on the block. Like, I don't think there was anything that I could have said differently in that conversation that would have saved me. I think I was kind of already screwed going into it.
Okay. A spectator has a question. They
Yeah.
asks, so why were you afraid to go against Ryan and Amelia and not Vlyn and Sex?
Say that again? What do you mean?
I think they mean like why did you feel comfortable working with Ryan and Amelia but not Vlyn and Sex?
Just why did I choose who to work with?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, I guess as I said, I felt like I could really trust Ryan and Amelia, and I just really like talking to them, and we were working together in a way that I had never, like, worked with people that I had just met in this game. Like, obviously, someone like Robin, like, we've come into orgs together to play together, and we've worked that closely, but, like, during BBD3 and stuff, like, I never, um, worked in the same way with anybody else, and, like, this was a group of 4 that I really felt like I could trust, and I don't know, that was super special because it was the first time that I had, like, yeah, found people that I really thought I could trust, and I never really trusted Flynn or Sex completely.
Let's take a look at your goodbye messages.
Are you gonna read them to me?
I'm gonna add you to the exit interview channel and I'll post them there and you can say your reactions.
Okay.
Okay, can you see it?
I cannot. Oh wait, nope, it's here. We're good.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. 1 second, let
There's a lot going on in here.
me. Okay, so here's Amelia's.
Aw. Yeah, she's really sweet. I love Amelia. I really want her to do well. Yeah, no, I know that she really tried hard to keep me off the block, like, even though she was up there and she had a good chance of staying against me, like, I don't know, I really felt like she was somebody who I could always trust, and yeah, I she will get revenge for me. I love that. Yeah, I'm gonna be cheering her on. I hope she does well.
Is Blake.
Yeah, I don't know, that's kind of, like, classic, like what I expected. I was kind of disappointed with, I don't know, him just in the last, like, 48 hours-ish because there were people like, Robin and I don't know, who are really, really trying to help me stay, and I felt like Blake and I really were having good conversations, and he kept saying all these things that I would say, like, "I really wanna go far with you, like, we can be really powerful together, like, I'm with you," and then when I was put into this, like, precarious position, like, he wasn't there for me, he didn't, have my vote or have my
Uh,
back,
his
um,
strategy is
or
definitely like flirting
for
with
anything.
people, trying to hype them up.
Yeah, no, but he's like, I don't know, he's somebody who will say that he's with you and assure you that he's with you, but he was never really with me. I don't know who he's playing with, whether it's, like, Ryan or Amelia or Vlyn, yeah, I don't know, I wasn't super impressed with him. He's playing well, but it's frustrating.
Okay, here's Delara.
Girl, bye. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know what our situation was because I really thought that she was super against Amelia and that I had her vote 100%, but then, like, 2 hours before the vote, she's, like, messaging me all this stuff like, "You told Ryan the plan," and, first of all, I didn't even know that there was a plan, like, I knew that she was trying to save me, but I didn't know that we had a set plan other than her, like, kinda campaigning for me, and all I did was campaign, I didn't say anything to Ryan, that was all Robin, um, and then Ryan told me that she is just trying to pit us all against each other, for whoever stayed to break up our alliance of 4, and I absolutely believe him. I don't think that she was ever with me anymore, which was unfortunate because I really was serious about working with her. So, yeah, I expect that. She is very lucky that I am not on the jury.
All right. Well, here's Joey.
Oh, yeah, cool. That yeah, he just says he enjoyed talking to me and wishes that neither of us could have gone. I believe that, yeah. I don't really think he talked to anybody, so even though we didn't talk that much, you know, we had fun. We had good talks. Yeah. Move on. He's boring.
Um, I don't think Robin left you one, sadly.
Why? He didn't do this in Crystal either. I'm gonna just take that as a he thought that I was going to stay. He really thought I was gonna stay. That's why he wouldn't do that. He gave me my vote. That is a goodbye message. That's more than anybody else did.
Okay. Here's Ryan.
It's a lot of so's. How am I supposed to read that? So. Sorry. Aw. Yeah, no, I feel the same about him as I do Amelia. I really enjoyed, like, getting to know him, and I hope that we'll stay friends outside of this game. Yeah, I really wanted to work with him. I would have gone all the way to the end as a 4 as well. Yeah, and I like, no hard feelings if he was campaigning, for Amelia to stay because they're best friends, and that's what I would do for Robin, like, I would throw anybody else under the bus for him, so that yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I wish it could have been different too. Thank you. I made an impact. That's cool. Most pre-jurors don't. I wonder if he's kidding.
Oh, here's Liam.
Huh. Yeah, I don't really know what to say to that. He is playing the middle, and everybody knows it, and yet everybody is okay with it because they know it. Yeah, I don't know, he's really close with Lynn. I'm sure you guys heard, but there was that whole thing where week 1, I voted to evict JP, and I told Liam, I was like, "I'm voting to evict JP. Nobody can know." And I was, like, extremely adamant about, "Nobody can know." And the first thing he does is run back to Flynn with this information, so I should have seen it coming that I didn't have his vote because he and I were always on opposite sides. And he and I individually, like, were fine, like, just like Liam and Marina, like, enjoyed talking to each other and stuff, but ultimately, like, he and I were never on the same side and never in the same, like, alliance, and I don't know. He knows that. I know he voted to evict me, everybody did.
Celeste.
Oh, that actually clears up a lot. I did not know why she didn't vote to keep me, but it was because Amelia was a much bigger target and someone she could hide behind. I have been there, done that with Robin. Uh, yeah, no, she was somebody who I came into this game really wanting to play with. Like, I had watched her in season 4, and then also her and Robin had played together previously, and yeah, I think she's great. I think she's so sweet. I came into it wanting to play with her and wanting to be her friend, and yeah, no, that's really sweet of her. Cool. I hope she does well too.
All right. Here's Kevin.
Unfortunately, you were working with Rhymelia, and since we couldn't get one of them out, you had to go instead. Huh, funny, Amelia was on the block. Why could you not have gotten her out instead? That does not make sense. I also wanted you to do your best to try and stay. Yep, I did that. Um, hmm. It's interesting, yeah, because I thought that I would have his vote as well. That one really surprised me. And also, I kept him safe the past 2 weeks, and I didn't know if I should tell him that because I feel like he would have been more upset to hear that I was voting with him, which is kind of a weird situation. Yeah, that was just kind of a mess. I feel like he might go all the way and get second again, the way he's playing, because he has become kind of a goat and a pawn, which is weird because he's a really good player and I really respect him and I've seen him play and I know that he can play well, but yeah, that's kind of strange.
This season is definitely an abnormality in a lot of aspects.
Mhm.
Here's Larry.
Aw. Yeah, that's nice. I don't know. Larry was somebody who I thought I had a vote to keep, like, or he was gonna keep me. Yeah, he feels awful. That's unfortunate. Huh. Yeah, not much I have to say about that.
It's Axel. It's a bit longer.
Oh wow. Okay. Give me a minute. Aw. Yeah, no, I was enthusiastic about it, like, there were a few people who I would, like, message each time somebody promised me their vote, and he was one of them, and I don't know, I'm really glad that we got the chance to play together again because we had played, um, in Crystal and had been on opposite sides. Yeah, so no hard feelings, I knew that he was voting me out, he told me before, he had that courtesy, he was like, "Look, the votes aren't there," and I really tried, but yeah. That's fine, I hope he does well as well. I hope that he promised me that he would look after Robin too, so I hope that he does that.
Here's Sexes.
I don't know if I wanna see it. She wrote me something? Whoa. Oh, wow, it's kinda long too. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Can we move on? I don't wanna react to that.
Here.
You're not
Okay.
gonna like
Well, the
it.
last one is Vlyn. Yeah.
Mm, no. I'm good. Oh, wow, he, like, made me a thing and stuff too? Look at that. Look at that. That's a picture. Okay. Um, yeah, no, I don't think that he understands why I lied to him, and I was being honest, like, it really made me upset to be on the wrong side or, like, on the other side of the votes as him, um, but I felt like I had to do it because I was, committed to Ryan and Amelia, and I didn't want to vote Kevin out either of those times because that I didn't see the strategy in that, and I don't know, it feels like he didn't understand that, and yeah, I could have been honest like I did, um, in my season, so that's my bad too, but Yeah, I don't know, I had chosen a side and committed to it, and it made m I don't know, it disappointed me that it was different from him, but that was that. So, yeah, cool. I guess he won this time.
Well, that's all the
That's it?
goodbye messages. So unless the spectators have any more questions, let me check.
Okay.
Uh, we asked that already. He wants to know if you're paying attention to Celestial.
Who? Zach
I,
or Amanda?
um, a mermaid Amy.
That's Amanda. Um, I am paying minimal attention after Robin went pre-jury, and, I started playing All-Stars, but now I am evicted, so I will start paying attention again, I'm sorry.
Okay. Gly wants to know why you didn't want to work with the season 3 people.
Huh, yeah, I don't know, it wasn't that I necessarily didn't want to work with the season 3 people, it was just that I don't know, I know it sounds bad, but I wanted to work with Ryan and Amelia more, and also, like, I don't know, there was a reason that season 3 went how it was, and I don't know, I mean, I betrayed Glide during season 3, and I don't know if he ever really fully trusted me, and I saw him as a threat because he's very, like, I love the word that Robin used, like, opportunistic and, like, kind of unpredictable. Like, he's with you until, um, he's not, and that's how it was during season 3. He was with the other side until he saw an opportunity with Robin and I, and he kinda, like, seized it. And I didn't want him to seize an opportunity with, another alliance, and that's
No.
why I was really kinda scared. And then Glenn also, I mean, I lost to him last season, and I wasn't ready to get second again. I mean, ideally, what did I get? 15th? 14th? That's not great either, but I wanted to try something new. I didn't know how loyal the season 3 people would be, and it seems like Lynn is working more with, Sex and Liam, and Robin and I are working with Ryan and Amelia, and it seemed like we all just kind of had our own, like, branches out. I don't know how to say
Think
it.
Lynn could win again?
Uh, he could. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he will. I mean, I'm hoping that people will kind of come to their senses and realize that he is a huge threat and that he does have the potential to win again. So, I don't know. I'm hopeful that he won't. There's a lot of good players. So, but I think he has a shot for sure. Yeah.
Okay. And JP wants to know like more on why you voted him out.
Yeah, JP, you had so many alliances and everybody was saying it with everybody. And I don't know, I did wanna work with you and Delara, but it had already come to a point where I was kinda committed to Ryan and Amelia, and they were very against you. And there was a second there when I definitely did consider flipping my vote, but ultimately, like, I had made my decision, and I don't know, you had a lot of connections with everyone, and it was really, really obvious that you had all these alliances, and that really scared me because, yeah, I think you were already in, like, 2 alliances just with me and, like, the majority, and, like, I don't know. It was just too many alliances, I didn't feel like I could trust you.
Sounds good. Um yes, once again, thanks for playing. We really wanted you on the season after you slayed so much in season 3 and whatnot.
Oh, thank you.
And you delivered some fun. So
I
it was fun
did. I
having
had
you.
fun. That was fun.
Okay. What would you say like your favorite BBD experience has been so far? Like if you could pick a moment.
Ooh, like, from both seasons?
Yeah, like either.
I guess I don't know, they were so fun. Evicting Libby was fun. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. Honestly, this season was a lot of fun too. I just liked, I don't know, interacting with people and like honestly, I liked campaigning. I don't know. I mean, it was really stressful and I didn't sleep much and it was definitely like really nerve-wracking, but I had fun.
Okay.
There were a lot of
And
good moments. I love BBD. I'm sorry I had to go so soon.
so before we add you to the spec lounge, what are your thoughts on like how they feel about the season, like who they're rooting for, who they're rooting against? What you think?
Who?
Spectators.
Um, I don't know. I bet they are rooting for well, I don't know. Both sides really. I'm sure they were disappointed to see Gly go. I think they're probably rooting for Robin because now he's like the underdog again, and also he was fan favorite and all that. Uh, I really doubt they're rooting for Delara because, yeah, I don't know. She's playing like I was playing as a villain, but was playing like twice as villainy as me. Like, yeah, I don't know. I was really upset with her when I heard because she was like leveraging with me on some like pretty like personal things. Like it's one thing to lie about your vote, but it's a I don't know. I mean, I promised her I wouldn't say anything, but it's another thing to lie about what she was lying about. And if I don't know if she's writing about it in her DR at all, but I impressed by that. That seemed like she was taking it a little far. I want to think that they're rooting for Ryan and Amelia. I am. I definitely am. Ryan and Amelia and Robin. Who else is in the house? I don't know. Kevin? No, probably not. I don't know if they're that impressed with him. Maybe Sex. She is playing well, and I don't know. People like her. I like her. Like outside of the game.
Well, that's
What
all.
else?
So
Do you have a
thanks.
list?
Oh, do I have a list of house guests?
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, you mentioned pretty much everyone except Axel, Blake. Um,
Yeah, not Blake. Maybe Axel. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people, like Ryan and Amelia, had played with him before and said that he was really good, but I don't know. I haven't really seen him win
uh,
competitions. And I have played with him before, and I haven't really seen him do anything but like float and like
uh
attach himself to people and be a pawn. So I don't know. I find that hard to
Definitely is
explore.
different from how he played in his first season because he was really good there.
Huh. Yeah. I didn't see his first season, but I believe it.
Um,
Ryan and Amelia were saying it.
there's Liam, Larry, Joey. Yeah.
No, no on all of them. I would be surprised if they're being supported. Did people like
um,
me?
did people like you? Good question.
Yeah,
See, um,
that sounds like a no. Let me see for
not
myself.
that, but it's just like you were like I said, people are used to rooting for you and Robin, like being underdogs, like being on the bottom, like watching y'all like somehow stay each week. So it's kind of it was just a change up for a lot of
It was
people.
weird for
How
them to see us like
yeah.
actually doing all right for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
So that's all there is
Thank
to it.
thank you.
Okay,
What
well,
else? Do you have any
thanks
more
for
questions?
playing. Oh no, I think I don't got nothing else. Oh, I'm end it now, and then we'll add you to the spec lounge, and you can catch up on all the tea.
Oh, yay, fun. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Like, no more, like, feeling obligated to talk to people. I am gonna miss it though. Give it like a day and I'll wish I was back in there. But right now I'm kind of relieved. It was a lot. The last 48 hours was a lot.